I feel stuck, stagnant in what I know, who I know, the places I've been and the faces I've seen. I found myself in a constant need to escape, a constant need to run away into something new, but I never know what new is. Am I scared? Am I scared that I'll never reach? That I'll fall and failure before I realise where it is that I'm trying to reach? Am I scared that I'll fall in the future before I realise exactly who it is that I'm supposed to be? I don't know if I'm running away from something or into something. I feel myself in a state of longing, but again, I don't know what I'm trying to achieve. Of course, I want to be totally free. I want to be able to live my life the way I want to. I want to be able to spread my wings and fly until I get tired, and when I do get tired, I want to find the strength to carry on going and live life to the fullest. But when I think about it, does my life require structure? Do I allow who I am and who I'm trying to become to be stifled by this structure? See, I wish I could return to the times of being a child. A simple time. One of less stress and worries, where walking down the sea and a smile on my face is all I needed to be happy. I guess the overall question I constantly find myself asking is, where am I going? What am I trying to achieve? What's left for me in this world? Who am I?
As I look down onto your face, I almost can't quite believe what I'm seeing. I don't yet know who you are or what you may become in the future, but I do know that you will be great. I hope that you are born into a world that allows you to be who you are, a world which allows you to fulfill your dreams and hopes to your fullest potential. I hope that you are given the opportunity to allow your voice to be heard and your dreams to be seen. And I hope that you are afforded the same opportunities as your peers. You're my son. You have my eyes, my mouth, my nose, my brow. You are a creation that I helped make. I don't have the riches or the gold of the world to offer you, but I do have love, and that is more powerful than any money or gold would ever be. I hope to instill in you with the love, knowledge, and morals to succeed in life. I'll always be here for you, even when I'm gone and you've entered a new chapter in your life. Just know, I'll always be there for you. I love you, son. I love you.
My son, I knew you were special from the first time I felt you kick inside my room. And then as I've seen you grown over the years, I've come to realize that what I knew then has grown to become a reality. I want you to know that no matter what you do in life, I will always love you. However, my son, because of the color of your skin, you were born into a world that will not always be kind to you. You're born into a system which will actively work against you, but I know that you will defy all those obstacles put in front of you. You are my big, confident black boy, and unfortunately, although you are a child, that will scare some people. Even though it shouldn't, it does. And it pains me in my heart that even to have this conversation with you, because it shouldn't have to be this way. But I want you to always remember, you are amazing and loved. You may find that there are things that you can't do, but for that one thing there will be 100 more things that you can do. Don't let anyone make you think that you come from just slaves, because our story doesn't begin there. You come, my son, from warriors, from kings and queens, my child. And don't you ever forget that. Show them that you can be creative, remarkable, memorable, outstanding. I love you.
I feel uneasy and unsettled in this body, in this skin, in who I am. I often feel as if there's a storm raging on inside of me that I no longer hold any control over. I have so much I want to do, so much I want to say, but I can't. It's not so much that I can't, but more so that I won't. Largely down to the fact that I don't know how to. I know that I shouldn't feel this way. I know that I should be able to feel free enough to conquer these fears, but I'm not. See, you have questions. I have questions, but I don't have the answers to either of them. Any of them. I wish I knew. I truly, truly wish I had the answers for the sake of my own sanity, but I don't, and what leaves me scared is that I'll probably never find the answers to them. Will I feel the same way I do about my true self as I do now? I know that there's people who love me, but will they still love me? All these people, but no one to speak to as the storm rages on inside of me. Within this confine of masculinity, my black masculinity, in this period of adolescence I often feel trapped underwater. I want to come up for air, but I can't. I can see the world passing me by, my friends having fun outside of this space, but these restrictions I put on myself prevent me from joining. I find myself screaming on the inside, but no one can hear me. My perception of this is that no one knows how I feel, but how am I supposed to know if this is true when we don't talk about our feelings? I go to escape, to free myself from this watery prison, but I can't. Each time I try, I'm pushed further under, suppressed by the societal constraints pushed upon me and many of the boys who look like me. I envy the freeness of my white counterparts. These people I call friends who seem so comfortable in who they are, but how am I supposed to know? Maybe they, like me, feel constrained and instead wear a public mask of confidence to deceive others. I don't know. What I do know is that they can afford to make mistakes though, whereas I can't, because if I do, these societal constraints will push me further down. Come up for air, breathe. Come up for air, breathe. Come up for air, breathe. See, this idea of black masculinity means nothing if I don't know who I am. It took me a while to realise who I truly am, and within that time of realisation I came to understand that I am my own man, my own perception, my own definition, in tune with who I am and my emotions. I used to believe that to be a man meant not to be myself, but the perception of what others thought I should be or who I already was, but that wasn't the case. To be a man is to be truthful to myself, to own my blackness, to understand my faults and praise what makes me me. See, I could grab my dick and tell you how I'm a real nigga for the world to see, how I run around and fuck every bitch that talks to me, but look into my eyes, is that what you really see? I'm more than the white man stereotype, I'm more than that. I'm a man just like you. India Arie saying about how she's more than just her hair. Well, I'm more than just my dick. How are we supposed to navigate through our humanity and masculinity when this is the way we are seen? Like many black boys, I wasn't afforded the opportunity to be a child for long. See, my physique and my voice meant that I was seen as a young man in the eyes of many when I was still a child, and that's fucked up. Just look at Trayvon, Michael, Tamir. For many years I felt as if my being was being covered by a shroud and a mask of perceived masculinity, pretending each day to be something that I may not have been. When I turned 21, I told myself that before I truly love someone else, I must first learn to love and understand myself. It wasn't until I became comfortable within my skin and my blackness that I realised this. I no longer had this perception of having to be a real Nigga, just real. It wasn't until 2012 when I saw and understood what was happening to black boys in America until I truly realigned myself with my black masculinity. Like myself, their mothers had probably had the same talks with them about being a black male in this world. So Trayvon died. Michael died. Tamia died. And things began to fall into perspective. They would never grow to reach their potential or see manhood, so for them I must reach mine. When I look at your face, I can't help but see myself. Same eyes, same nose, same brow, same lips. There's no denying that I am you. I suppose when I was younger I used to say that I didn't want to be my dad when I got older. And that wasn't anything on your behalf, that was me. As I've begun to get older and approach this new chapter in life, I've come to realise that everything you have ever said or done held a purpose. Because at the end of the day, I see that you only want the best for me. You love me, encourage me, and have always been there, regardless of the circumstance. As men, especially black men, we're expected to not show our emotions, to always remain strong, to be a leader, to be unavailable. But that wasn't always you. I remember when I saw you vulnerable for the first time. We were sat in the living room and Mum had just told us that she had cancer. I could see the pain in your eyes, the hurt, as if you were lost, a child again. I understand why this was. You later told me that it reminded you of your childhood and how you didn't want us to experience what you had. Throughout this period you remained strong, and as I look back I begin to realise and understand that you are one of the strongest people I know. I've seen what it's like for many young black boys whose fathers went in their life, but you remain a constant in mine, and you have always worked alongside Mum to make sure that neither me or Camille become a statistic, another name on a list or at the end of a weapon. You have helped nurture my ambition, passion and drive to succeed. I'll never forget the words you told me to live by. To succeed in life, you must be different from the norm. And in this world, which wasn't necessarily built for me, these words couldn't ring more true. You've made me realise that I'm more than the colour of my skin. I'm a man. And for that, I thank you and love you. I am the product of Glendora Patricia Powell and Winston Samuel Case. Their firstborn child, my dad's second. I know that my ancestry lies in Jamaica and Nevis. I know that my name is Muslim and means generous and noble, but I didn't always truly know who I was. I was raised, encouraged to be me, to be confident, encouraged to reach my potential, to revel in my creativity and my blackness. I guess there was just a point when I forgot these things. I was taught to embrace my masculine and conventionally feminine traits. I mean, I do come from a man and a woman after all. I was raised by my mother and father, my sister and brother, my aunts and my uncles, my grandparents and my cousins. I'm an extension of who they are, but at the same time, I'm my own individual person who has made mistakes in life. However, those mistakes became learning points in which I learned who I am. As a black male, I recognise the hardships I come across, but even more so I must acknowledge the injustices against black women. See, although I recognise the men in my life, that is but one part. If the men are my yin, then the women are my yang, as I wouldn't be who I am without the constant encouragement, reaffirmation and constant grounding of the women in my life. There is both a man and a woman in me who exist together, love together, fight together, thrive together, cry together, laugh together. And when they come together, I feel whole.